Hey, Justin here, FNK Classic Cars. We're here with Bob today, owner of Frederick Auto Care.
Hello, everybody.
Here in the background at a nice car show today. To tell us a little bit about Frederick Auto Care.
Well, Frederick Auto Care was established in 2019. This building that you see behind me was abandoned for about 27 years. I used to live, home was that way, work was that way, so every day I would pass this place and take a look at this place and wonder if I could own that one day and if I could renovate this building and turn it into a thriving business, which with the help of a bank and some friends who guided me the right way, we were able to establish this business, renovate the building, and here we are today. So unfortunately we hit some road bumps along the way, including COVID and some issues with that old building, but we got up.
This building is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
This thing was falling to the ground.
It was.
You know, it deserved to be saved.
Yes, it did. Yes,
you know, Leon and I we'd actually come in here and walk around the inside of the building and kind of dream, like thinking, oh, this would be a great place for classic cars.
Same as me.
You know, and of course now we have classic cars here.
Yeah.
Which your mainstay is day-to-day stuff, regular drivers, but I've seen a few classics in the shop. And
we have, yes, we do. We have a few classic cars here that we've worked on, definitely.
So today's event, tell us about that.
Well, we just wanted to get together some car enthusiasts, not necessarily classic cars, but of any genre. We just wanted people to be here that are in love with cars and to show off their cars to each other and also to the public. So I'm glad that people showed up. I'm glad that other people showed up to check out these cars, and it's turning out to be a really nice event. And luckily the weather's cooperated with us too.
Yeah, because it's rained for the past, what, 8 days?
Probably 8 days, and today it's
beautiful.
Fairly sunny and warm, so it's great.
Well, thanks for having us.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. I
Brought
appreciate
the 57 out.
And thank you for talking to me.
Yeah. I'll walk the camera around and show everybody what's hanging out here.
That's awesome. We look forward to seeing you here at Frederick Auto Care today and any other day.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
All right.
Thanks.
What do you think about this thing, George?
This is slick.
Man,
I'm trying to figure out. We were just talking. I think it probably was a big old, like a early dually or something. They took this cab off of, like one of the big grain trucks or flatbed or something. They put it on a truck chassis of some sort.
This thing is wicked cool, man. I saw it pulling in and I had to run over here.
Is this what Tom Becky's?
I was wondering that too, actually. It looks like something he would do.
You see the steering wheel on the column and all that, it's like it's an older Chevy.
Yeah. Even the seats, they look like Silverado seats.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is cool.
And that would make for the deep dish on the wheels, which brings everything out to fit these big fenders.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's got some LED headlights in it. Man, that thing is sharp. Dude, I'd ride that to work.
That was we saw that at Ocean City.
Did you?
Yes. That and Tom's big slammed was it a Rio?
Yeah, Diamond Rio.
Yeah.
That's neat. So this is actually Sam's truck. Sam's got a business in Frederick, Tint and Sound, and he's going to tell us about this cool truck.
So originally this truck was given to me by a friend of mine. It was sitting in his yard. It's a 59 Chevy Viking that we drug it out of his property just to get it off his yard. I sat for a good 5 years just sitting there pondering about what I was going to do with it. And then one day, me and a friend of mine, Tom Beckley, with One Man Junk, we decided to put something together here and started tearing this thing apart. We started off with a 59 Chevy Viking, put it on a 1988 Chevy 3500 dually, put a 06 Chevy Silverado 4.8 motor in this. I did the wiring myself, had a friend of mine program the computer. Body mounts that's on this thing, pretty much all custom made to fit this truck and that frame. We end up doing a Chevy 5-speed transmission, which was the NV 3500. The rear end, we kept it all stock. End up going a single wheel in the rear instead of a dually. That was the original plan, but we got an awesome deal on the wheels themselves. The whole intention of this truck was to build it with as little money as possible to see what I could do for much of nothing.
That's awesome.
This
That's
build,
my kind of build.
this build was strictly Amazon special and marketplace special, and whatever we can come up with, the rest from there.
That's what it's all about. I love seeing stuff like this built.
The rear end on this thing, this whole rear end came out of, I guess it's a fleet side fenders that I found in Jersey. Picked these up very, very little. The bed, the wood framing of this came from marketplace. Some guy was just unloading it, so I grabbed it. The step side, we just found something online, or I think my father-in-law gave me those things. We created this rear tub effect here. I don't know what you want to call it, but we made that work here. Tom Beckley came out with the name for it. It's called TITCADE, where it stands for throw it together, call it a day.
Yeah.
I like it.
I was looking at it. That's awesome.
So that's pretty much it on this truck. It's just something very, very simple, easy. Sitting on the air ride, of course.
That's the kind of builds I love. You don't need to spend $1 million on the best everything. You probably have more fun with this truck.
This thing's a blast.
Than somebody who spent $100,000.
This thing's a blast. Yep. It made it to Myrtle Beach and it made it to Ocean City so far. So we'll see what the next ride's gonna be.
Maybe I'll see you in the fall down there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cool truck, man.
Thank you.
Really like it.
Yes, sir.
I stopped this gentleman from eating his lunch. Apologize.
All good.
What was your name?
Tom.
Tom, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
So tell me about this truck. I love this thing. It's beautiful.
This truck was in our family for over 50 years, and my cousin called me from Arkansas and says, hey, you want this thing? I said, yeah. So I got pictures of it. When we dug it out, literally chainsaws, cutting trees out, you name it.
Yeah.
It was missing the hood, front left fender, pretty derelict as far as the vehicle goes. Most people would write it off, but I'm like, yeah, no. And so I bought a drivetrain in Arkansas. I bought an 83 C10 square body frame, transferred everything over, and for the last 2.5 years, I have been restoring it rather. I have a friend of mine, he's helping me out a little bit with the wiring, but other than that, it's just been a labor of love.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to count my receipts.
No, that's my best not to.
Probably not. And recently I was back in Arkansas again. I picked up that complete door with smoked windows and everything for $200.
Nice.
And yeah, I was like, I couldn't pass that out.
I saw you pulling in and I had to run over. This thing is just so cool. I love this green color you got.
It's actually a Chrysler color. It's called Commando Green.
Okay.
The whole truck. There's been a lot of debate of whether or not to finish it or not. I think I'm going to go ahead and finish it off because it's a story truck.
I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
The primer almost has like a camouflage look to it.
Yeah, well, I just retired from the military about 9 months ago, so I was a warrant officer, and so this is a story truck. The green, of course, is the olive drab of all the military guys who wore that.
Yeah.
The blood, like you see, the red Chevrolet on the back of it, it's significant of the blood that was spilled by our veterans, our brothers and sisters who died in combat. The black is for their suicide rate, which is phenomenal. It's 22 a day, we're losing them.
Wow.
So, of course, the off color just kind of played into the rest of the story, but it wasn't done intentionally as far as the primer. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's kind of where it is, but it's going to be completely done in Commando Green, and then we're going to have some constitutional and black ghost constitutional writing, some articles on the fenders, probably a flag across the front of it. Yeah, it'll be pretty slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see it when you're done.
Well, it's a rolling restoration. Right now, all I'm doing is working on body work. The mechanical work is done. Got a 5.3 underneath of it. Had it tuned.
Pop the hood. Oh, wow. Yep.
Dirty from all the body work, and I still got it straight.
That's all right.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's clean. It's dirty, but it's really clean. The install was good. I got 4L60E, capable of about 700 horsepower. Billet torque converter. Servos, Corvette servos, extra duty clutches, the whole 9 yards. Tilt steering, power brakes, 4-speed automatic transmission, 308 rear end. So not only will it break the tires loose really easily, but it's a nice cruiser as well.
Yeah.
I should be able to get about 23 miles a gallon.
Well, thanks for showing it to us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Beautiful truck. Love it.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, that's
That's a great car. Love it. Back here with Nathan, little kid.
Howdy, howdy, howdy do.
We did a video on this.
We did do a video on this almost a year ago.
About it, yeah. Just under that. So
quite a
things
different
have
car
changed,
now.
yeah.
A little bit. It's not even the same color. And I didn't crash it yet.
And you didn't. That's good.
Yeah.
So tell us what's different. I like this, by the way. Thank you.
It never comes off. So main things we did is a lot of refreshing in the motor, like a lot of top end work. Noticed it was misfiring a little bit, so we did new rockers, did some camshafts, and it's been running a lot better now. Still needs a little bit more cleaning up, but she is running like a champ still, and that's what matters. She's taking a lot of time at the track nonstop, and she is kicking.
Refresh my memory. This engine that's in here.
So it's an SR20 DET. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, and it's got a turbo on it. This is what this car came with in Japan. Okay. So we just swapped it into the American car. So I try to keep things traditional.
What kind of power do you think it's pushing at this point?
Last time it was dyno tuned, it was around 310. That was up to the wheel.
That's not bad for a little engine and a big weight car.
That's not bad, and this thing weighs like nothing. But I'm getting it retuned in a couple weeks, and we're gonna turn up the boost.
Cool. Any other changes?
Got the big wrap on it, body kit. I do have some new shiny wheels. Ignore the ones in the back, those are for drifting.
We'll ignore them. I see you have some good air conditioning.
I do have my AC.
There it is.
And the blower motor does work.
Look at that.
It just blows hot air.
Right.
And so
it's like heat in the summer.
Yeah, it just blows the outside air. Threw a spoiler on it today. Got a new exhaust. A little bit louder than it was before. Still shoots flames and all that, so very fun.
Cool. Yeah, I remember that. That showed up in that last video, which was really cool.
Other than that, I'm just trying to get her out to the track as much as I can. Really trying to get a lot of seat time and get used to whipping this thing around.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you brought it out today, man. That's cool.
Thank you so much.
We have to get you back to the FNK compound, and
I need to be back
on the next set of updates for the car. Bring
Absolutely.
it over. All right, brother. We'll see you next time.
Go take a look. It's okay. Here, I'll hold your bike if you want to take a look inside. Go take a look. You don't want to? Okay.
He's gotten shy.
You want to see this one? May I?
Absolutely. How are you? That thing is super cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Bob? You gonna do this again?
Absolutely, I am. It was a good turnout. A lot of people showed up to see and to display their cars, so definitely we're going to do it again.
Let's see if old Sam gets on it.
Yeah.
Very good turnout here, Bob.
Thank you.
Hi, George.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, beautiful Chevelle. You mind if I bother you for a minute?
No, not at all.
What's your
Not
name?
at- Dave.
Dave, I'm Justin. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I heard a rumor circulating around. You also have a Nova you're working on?
I do. 66
Yeah?
Super Sport. Doing a kind of a resto mod theme with a LT4, supercharged, 4-link rear, all church boy suspension.
So you're in the beginning, middle, or end phases?
We're probably 80. It's just about getting wired and going to the upholstery shop. So we're, I'd say 80%.
All right.
Hope to have it out by the end of the year.
What about this bad boy here?
This is a
This thing-
Chevelle I got in
Beautiful.
2018. It's an original sheet metal car. That's actually an aluminum head 427 crate motor that's been dressed up like the old 396.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this thing is absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You take this to shows often?
Once in a while, I take them out just to enjoy. And I know Bob here. I worked with him for a long time, and he sent me a little note that he was going to do a show. So I just found a way to fit it in my Sunday, and happy to be here.
Where you work at?
I work at Fitzgerald Auto Mall.
Oh, Fitzgerald. Okay.
Yeah.
I've dealt with Fitzgerald many times in my storied automotive career.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I grew up there and still love what we do.
Yeah. How long you been there?
42 years.
Oh, so just a minute.
Yeah, just a minute.
Man, this thing is just. She is a beaut.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for showing it off. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You
Pleasure.
get that Nova done, let us know. We'd like to get that on the channel.
We'll definitely do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
What's happening? Anywhere you want. Bob had a good turnout here today. A lot of people just started taking off. The show is winding down. A few vehicles left. Got to talk to a couple of cool people about their vehicles. Got to meet Bob. A lot of good stuff out here today. A lot of clean rides, some cool classics. Of course, we got the Bel Air out here. We brought that. Show it off a little bit. That about winds it up. Thanks for checking out the car show. Cars in Conversation, Frederick Auto Care, our buddy Bob. There he is. Well, Bob, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming, Justin. I appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.
Of course. Turned
Good
out to be a
show,
good event. Oh,
good
sorry.
place. I hope you guys hold this again for us. We'd like to come out.
Absolutely. We plan on doing it at least 2 or 3 times a year. Turned out to be a good event. Luckily, the weather was good.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to do it again.
Beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.